Hey, how you guys doing? How in the world are you? I wanted to pop on here and show you some cool things. Like a lot of you know that I have and a lot of you probably don't, but I have a private group called the Wow Formula. Go to thewowformula.com. But I teach a lot of really cool stuff in there. Hey, Danielle, how are you? It's 25 bucks a month to join or 250 for the whole year. We have around 50 people in there right now. And what I do is I teach how to use certain apps. I teach how to get more attention on social media. I teach a lot of really cool stuff in that group. So I really think that it would benefit a lot of people to get in there and check this out. What's up, Matt Koenig? How are you, brother? So I want to show you, though. I thought about, well, I got this. I got a call from Kim Kardashian wanting me to make her butt smaller. I'm just kidding. She didn't call me, but I want to show you. What's up, Corey Calvin? Dude, I saw a message just popped in from you as I was going live. So I want to show you guys some cool stuff that I use on my iPhone and I use on the iPad. And these are free tools. Well, I'm pretty sure they're free for you to be able to use Photoshop Mix and Photoshop Fix. And so I'm going to start with, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you. I found a photo of Kim Kardashian and I'm going to show you this. So here, let me share my screen. So this is Photoshop Mix. So let's say there's a photo of you or somebody that you go, well, I want to cut myself out of this image. I want to get all the background out and I just want to use this image. Well, you can become a Photoshop expert, which I am, or you can just download an app like Photoshop Mix and learn how to do it real simply. And I'm pretty sure, again, all you have to do is sign up for a free Adobe account and you can use most of the stuff inside of here for free. So let me show you how this works. So I'm going to get this. Whoops. Didn't want to do that. Okay. So I'm going to go down here to the bottom and I'm going to click on cutout. And then I'm going to hit you have the add, the plus, or you have the subtract, the minus. So I'm going to hit the minus. Whoops. Yeah. I'm going to hit the minus and I'm on, if you look at the bottom there, it says smart. So it's going to automatically use its own smart filters and cut this stuff out. So let's just go in here and start. I'm using my Apple Pencil, and as you can see, it's outlining things really, really, really nice. It's getting rid of all of that, and it's not requiring a tremendous amount of anything from me. I haven't even zoomed in on it yet. So, and I'm going to show you. So see, it just cut out her purse. That's okay. We're going to fix that. I'll show you how we fix it. I'm going to get rid of all this over here. It even cut out part of her top, it looks like. But I'm going to show you how we fix that. So I'm going to go in here and cut this out. Now let me zoom way in here and go around and cut this out. And it cut out her entire purse. Well, that's not good. That's okay, though. So I'm going to go in here and cut this out. Zoom way in here and cut some of this dark out. Maybe that, and then zoom back out. Maybe zoom in a little more, get the dark. Whoa, went too far. So I'm going to hit undo up here at the top. I went too far on that. I'm going to show you what we do now to get everything back that we didn't want erased. So I'm going to go to the plus on the left-hand side here. I have subtract selected. I'm going to go to the add. And I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to add her purse back in. Actually, what I'll do is go down here to basic and I'm going to select the brush here and the plus brush. I'm going to select the size of the brush make it maybe around a 20, 25, something like that. And then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to paint it back in with this brush. So as I go through and I paint this all back in, you'll see the purse starts coming back into the picture. So this is actually, again, this is a great, great tool. I'm just going through and I'm painting that back in right now. Now, I also have the hardness way down. I want to make the edges hard along here because it doesn't have soft sides in the actual image. Let me zoom out and see what that looks like. I'll zoom back in and let me make the brush tip a little bit smaller. And then I'm just going to go along and so again, as you see, this is really, really, really easy to do. It takes some finessing. You've got to learn how to do it. It takes some practice. But now I'm going to go, I don't like the darkness in between her hair over right here. So I'm going to zoom way in here, make sure my brush size is around probably a 3, and then set the hardness. I'm going to just kind of give it some soft edges there to about 60. And now I'm going to hit minus. And then I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to get rid of some of the darkness, just a little bit of the darkness. Kind of try to make it look somewhat natural, which is not easy to do sometimes, but I'm going to just keep working on it here. And again, if I go too far with it, all I have to do is go in and paint it back in. So that's not terribly, terribly bad. Maybe clean that up a little bit there. And maybe this a little bit. Zoom in here a little bit, get some of that, some of that. There we go. That's kind of okay, I think. There we go. Now it looks like part of her shirt right here was taken out. So I want to paint that back in. I'm going to increase the brush size again. I'm also going to set the hardness up a little bit, probably about 85. And then I'm just going to go back in and paint her shirt back in here. And a little bit of that. Now I took too much out there, so I'm going to decrease the size of the brush and just fine tune the edges here a little bit. Looks like I may have taken part of her rear end out there. And so that is pretty much, that's pretty close. There are some other things you'll see here shortly that, whoops, went too far there. Take that out. And let's zoom out and hit the, now I'm going to hit the check mark down here at the bottom. Put that back. And that's going to, okay, now, so now you can see that there are some other things still showing up. So all I have to do is go back to cutout and go to the brush minus, increase the size, and zoom in and go, okay, let's get rid of that. I think this right here needs to go. And then hit the check mark again and see what we have. So that's, again, I picked a random photo, so we'll just go with that. Now, let's say Kim called and said, Ken, I really need your help, man. Like, I want you to make my rear end a little bit smaller. So Frank says, Photoshop me in. I could Photoshop Frank in. Watch. Actually, dude, I have a photo of you already that I worked on. So is this it here? Bam! Do you want to resize the canvas? No. So I can put Frank right there. And now I can select Kim and move her over here. So there's Kim and Frank. Probably should do that. So it looks like you got to change the perspective. So she's turning around checking Frank out now. So put that back, he said. So there. Now, okay, now if I want to let's say we want to now make Kim's assets a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to save this to my camera roll. And then I'm going to go to the home screen and I'm going to type it. It's already up there. So Photoshop Fix. And when you get into Photoshop Fix, it does a whole lot more other stuff. There's my buddy Josh. There's my buddy Frank again. So if I go here to recents and I grab this, bam, now I've got that. Now I can go in and use the Liquify tool. And let's see, let's try the warp. Let's make this a smaller brush. And now I can, with the warp tool, I can go in here and change some stuff, right? As you guys can see. Now, again, I'm not doing a whole lot of anything. Hey, Adam, how are you, man? Good to see you. So, now I can go in and I could save that again, and go in. Let's see, where would be? Hang on a minute. Let me do this. Let me save this to camera roll, and I can go into. Let's go back over here. Let's open up another one and go to this that I just saved where I made her rear end a little bit smaller. And now I can go to cut out, and I could go to minus. I can make the hardness of the brush all the way up, bring the brush size down. And now I can zoom in and, whoa, see the brush size is it's still too large. So I want to make it about maybe a 5. Undo. And now go in here and just fine tune the edges. So, and I'm going to tell you guys something, like, anytime you see a model in a magazine, Carrie Lynn Carter, how dare you? So anytime you see a magazine model or anyone, I mean, I promise you that retouching on photos is 100% of the time done. Frank's on day 71, my brother. Good job, man. That's awesome. I'm on day 78. I'm not. I'm on, I, as you guys may know, hey, what's up, Glenn? How you doing, man? You may know I finished 75 hard 3 days ago. Phenomenal, life-changing experience. I mean, it's been absolutely incredible. In fact, let me give you something really, really cool, some cool news. I was telling Andy Frisella last night. I was talking with him on Instagram, and I told Emily today. My wife was over at the gym. The personal trainer at our gym came up to me a couple weeks ago and said, "Hey, I've started doing 75 hard. You inspired me." And I said, "Wow, really?" I mean, she's the personal trainer, and she's like, "Yeah, you really inspired me." And she's an Army veteran, and she, you know, has some PTSD, I believe, and she said that you know, her base, or at the VA doctor is now, because the VA doctor has seen such a tremendous change in this young lady. Excuse me. Seen such a tremendous change that she is now they're recommending 75 hard to all VA patients that have PTSD. The doctor said it gives them control back over their lives and their mental emotional faculties, and which is phenomenal. Like, it's literally changing the world. It's changed me. I've seen it change. Frank Criniti and I talk every single day, and like, it's changed him. It's changed so many people. It's absolutely incredible what. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars with other people for you know, motivation and life changing and techniques on changing your life, and I can tell you that 75, and I said this to Andy last night. I said, dude, the tens of thousands of dollars I've spent with other people to improve my life, that probably had some impact on my life, but nothing, not one thing ever has had the impact on my life in 51 years that 75 hard has had, and it didn't cost me a dime. The price of admission to 75 hard is committing and working your face off, not caving to the excuses and all the BS that your mind makes up telling you can't, or that you're incapable, which we all go through. Oh, all the water makes me go to the bathroom too much. I don't have time to go to the bathroom that often. And neither do I. So guess what? My bladder toughened up. It learned how to hold it. And I'm serious. Like, I get on meetings where I'm coaching people, because I do a lot of coaching, and I'll be on these Zoom meetings and we'll be deep into a coaching session, and my bladder is screaming at me to go to the bathroom. I can't. I just can't do it. What's up, Jeanette? How are you? So Frank said, okay, back to Kim and I. That's funny. So look, as I went into this, and I'll if you have questions about 75 hard, hit me up. Google it. Listen to Andy Frisella's podcast. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. So there's the picture of Kim Kardashian and Frank Criniti. I just made that. Now I could put a background behind them. Let's see. Let me find a background image. Hang on. Let me see here. Where in the world? I had it open here. Let's go to Google. Let's put a beach. Let's put them on the beach. Frank, how about we put you on the beach? You drink your 8 ounces a day, every day. Nice. A gallon is 128 ounces. You have to, on 75 hard, you drink a gallon or more every single day. So here's a nice beach. What's up, Robert Brooker? So I just saved that. Let's go in here. Make sure I have that. Why is that not showing up on my iPad? There it is. Okay. So, oh, whoops. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. So now I'm going to go in here. I'm going to grab this. Don't want to resize that. I just want to make that bigger. And now I'm going to take this layer, grab a hold of it, drag it up here, and bam. Now Frank Criniti and Kim Kardashian are on the beach. There you go. And now all I have to do is save this right there to my camera roll, and I have a whole new image. A whole new image to use for whatever I want to use it for. So again, like, these are things that I teach among a lot of other stuff inside the WOW formula. If you want to get signed up, thewowformula.com. It's 25 bucks a month, which is like nothing compared to what I teach. I also teach how to use a lot of other tools to build your brand, build your online presence, and a lot of other things. So check it out. I don't wear a shirt on the beach. Dude, maybe you were just getting there. Okay. Like paint it however you want. So, and I don't need you to send me a picture without your shirt on. Anyway, like this, just go back through this. I mean, it's really easy to use some of these tools, and I teach a lot of this stuff, like I said. So I just want to pop on, show you guys some cool stuff. You can do some really amazing stuff with these tools, all from your phone or your iPad. You don't need all of the, I mean, I have the entire Adobe suite, but you don't have to have the entire Adobe suite. So, which is like 80 bucks a month or whatever. So you don't have to have that. You can use, yeah, dude, right. So, wow, Frank's always a jokester. So you don't have to have all of the $80 a month for Photoshop and the whole suite and all that. You can actually get things like Photoshop Mix and Photoshop Fix, and it'll work just fine. So that's all I got for y'all. I hope that was helpful. I hope it does something for you. And if not, my apologies. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. If I can get this thing to shut off.